Hey guys, Timothy Banfield, aka FunnyGuyTimmy here, doing another microphone shootout for you guys. Again, comparing a microphone to the Blue Spark, my favorite voiceover mic. Now, what I have here is the Blue Spark versus the Audio-Technica AT2020, which is actually quite a fantastic microphone for its price point. It's basically, you can get it off Amazon, I think, for about $90 now. It's an amazing little mic. It's probably one of the lowest budget mics that I would recommend starting out with or using. And right now, it used to be my traveling mic. It used to be what I used for all voiceover. And then it used to be my traveling mic, meaning when I would go on the road, it'd be the microphone that I would use. And now it's kind of like just my backup mic. If anything happens to my Blue Spark, I know I can still get good quality out of the 2020. So anyway, right now what you're listening to is actually the Blue Spark. That's the audio that you're listening to. I tried to get the capsules as close together as possible without actually having them touch. And I like the fact that I can actually pull this off in my voiceover space before. This would have been impossible if I had done this a couple months ago. But now that I have all this room, oh geez, well, okay, maybe not that much room. Now I can actually do more shootouts like this in a proper, quiet environment, so you actually get to hear the quality of the two mics. So you're listening to the Blue Spark. Let me change it over to the 2020. All right, and now you're listening to the Audio-Technica 2020. This is something that I had noticed before in comparison to the Blue Spark, and it's actually why I went with the Blue Spark. Is the Audio-Technica is a little sharper. It just has more sibilance to it. And due to the fact that I have a higher pitched voice and I naturally have more sibilance in my voice, I wanted a mic that complemented my low ends and kind of softened my sibilant, my higher pitched or higher frequency parts of my voice. Again, it's not a bad mic. It's a really good mic. All it would take would be a little bit of EQing. In comparison to what I have to do to the Blue Spark. Basically, the Blue Spark for me is ready to go basically out of the gate when I record it. I don't do really any, I do a little compression and I do a little, maybe some noise cleanup in the quiet areas. But other than that, I don't do any EQing. I don't do any, I don't change any of the frequencies with the Blue Spark. However, with the Audio-Technica, I do have to do that. I have to actually change the frequencies quite a bit. I got to bring down the highs, kind of bring up the lows, and maybe kind of peak it a little bit in the middle for my voice, but that's just me. Someone with a really low voice maybe, or just a deeper tone, probably wouldn't have any problem. Now again, this is a really good microphone. If you're looking into getting voiceover and you need a starting mic, you need a voiceover mic, and you have a budget, I would suggest the Audio-Technica 2020. A lot of people have, it's you could do far worse than the Audio-Technica 2020, and it's not that expensive. And also from what I've heard, the USB version is actually almost exactly the same. It might be a little hyped in the higher frequencies, a little bit more than the 2020 on the 2020 USB, but for the most part, they're exactly the same. So if you don't have the budget for a interface, you could basically just go with the 2020 USB, which is a little bit more expensive than just the regular XLR 2020. But hey. It could save you a lot of money, and it's actually really good audio. And it has has dials and volume settings on the front, so that's a plus too. But anyway, I'm going to switch back to the Blue Spark. All right, and there we go. We're back to the Blue Spark. As you can tell, it's a little bit more rich and more full of a sound. Still a lot of sibilance in my voice because that's just me, but it has a softer tone to it. I feel like it just gives my voice a little bit more volume, a little bit more body, and a little bit more natural and clarity. Just a lot of things that the 2020 doesn't give me. But again, if something happened to my Blue Spark, heaven forbid, I could still go with a 2020 and still be just fine. I would of course save up and then replace it with something else, like another Blue Spark. But it's actually a really good mic. So anyway, I hope you guys like this shootout. Leave any questions or comments down below. If you'd like to see me do any other shootouts, test any other mics against either one of these, let me know. And don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you later. Peace. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumped over that lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumped over that lazy dog.